Welcome, beautiful soul, to day 5, week 5 of the Chakra yoga series. I am so happy to have you here today. And today we will be flowing through a practice centered around your throat chakra space, also known as Vishudda in the Sanskrit language. Today is really about tapping into your sense of expression, communication, listening, and manifestation. Those are some of the energetics that embody this throat chakra space. And it is when this throat chakra space is balanced and fully activated that we are able to more easily communicate with others. And that is ultimately the goal, being able to be confident in our sense of speech and our voice because we express ourselves so much from communication itself. Today, the throat chakra embodies the color of blue. So I got my little blue shorts on here and I took you guys outside. So hopefully you're getting activated by the blue sky right above us now. But if you have anything blue that you can put on or bring in your space, it will really help activate and balance out that throat chakra space. So today I recommend having a block. I do not have one here with me today. So if you don't have a block, that's perfectly okay as well. You could also grab a thick book. We just need it for one of the poses towards the end. It can really help in just tapping into a deeper sense of restorativeness within the last pose before Shavasana. Other than that, all you need is yourself, a smile, an open mind, and your mat. And we can get started. One more thing though, before we get started, I want to remind you to check the link down below the video. I've put together several slides for you to dive into to educate yourself more on the throat chakra space. There are slides on the energetics, emotional imbalances, physical ailments, affirmations that you can say, as well as healing foods that are all surrounding around this throat chakra space that can help you in balancing it out. And I highly, highly recommend saving those links. I have them for each chakra series video. Save those links so you can come back to them from time to time if in the future you're noticing any type of imbalance within any of the chakras. Beautiful. So we can get started now just in a Sukhasana, easy seat position. One foot in front of the shin, or you can cross your legs, maybe elevate your hips onto a block. Close down your eyes now. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to open your eyes for reference, you can now. Take your palms and place them over your throat space, just gently. And we're really going to be focusing on our Ujjayi breath. So that ocean-like breath as you breathe through your throat and you exhale through your throat, making the sound of like an ocean wave. So inhaling in through the throat, the back of the throat space. Exhaling out through the throat and out of the nose. Like so. Really tapping in and imagining an ocean-like sound and keeping this intention moving forward throughout the entire practice as we will be activating Ujjayi breath and this element of sound throughout the entire practice. But before we dive into Ujjayi breath, we're going to be tapping into the mantra of hum, H-U-M-M, which really will help in activating the throat chakra space. And as you can feel your hands over your throat, you can feel the vibration from your vocal cords being activated. So we're going to chant the mantra hum together 3 times to really set a beautiful intention to go into this practice with. So if your hands are not already over your throat, move your hair out of the way and any of your clothes out of the way. Make sure that you're comfortable. Place your palms over your throat. Inhale in. Exhale out, hum. So inhale in. Exhale, hum. One more time. Inhale in. Beautiful. You can release your hands now over your knees. Find stillness here for a moment. If you're outside, connecting with the earth. If you're inside, grounding down with the earth regardless. Inhale in, open your eyes, and begin to shift your way over into a beautiful neutral tabletop position. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, straight line all the way down the spine. And we are going to tap into that Ujjayi breath here. So inhaling in through the throat, feeling the rush of air through the throat being activated. Exhale out. Feel it vibrate through the throat. Feel it activated. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more just like that. Inhale in. Exhale out. On an inhale, begin to suck your pelvis in and bring your body into a cat pose. And we're going to hold here and once again tap into that Ujjayi breath for a few rounds. So really engaging the core in, sucking the pelvis in, sending the tailbone, scooping it almost like you're creating the scooping like arched position with your spine and with your pelvis and tailbone. Send your gaze down. You can look at your thighs or your knees, making that your focal point. Breathe in through the throat. Breathe out through the throat and out of the nose. Pressing down evenly through all 10 fingers, continuing with 2 more rounds of this Ujjayi breath. One more, inhale in. Beautiful. Return back to tabletop, neutral position. Curl your toes under, straighten through your legs, send your hips and your tailbone high for the first downward dog of the practice. Adjusting your hands so that your weight is evenly distributed. Press down through your toes. Visualize your heels melting into the mat, and make sure that you are providing enough space for your throat to fully breathe and continue that stream-like energy of oxygen on your inhale in and out. A couple more like that, grounding down into this position. Turned on and activated. Beautiful. Begin to shift your toes back slightly into a wider downward dog. Lower down your knees. And begin to walk your fingertips forward to the top of your mat. Drop your heart and your chest down to the mat. Keep your chin planted onto the mat. Send your gaze forward past your mat. Again, tapping into that Ujjayi breath, feeling it rush through the throat. Feel your shoulders being stretched, your heart and your chest being open. 2 more breaths, just like so. If you're feeling any discomfort, maybe come up a little bit higher. One more full breath in. Beautiful. Slowly begin to lift off your forearms, walk your hands back to where they were, and press your entire body up back into that downward facing dog. Find stillness. Ground down into the mat. Inhale in. Exhale out. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward in between your feet, frame the foot, turn out onto the left edge of your foot so that your toes can be pointed towards that back corner of your mat, or you can keep it parallel to the back of your mat as well. Whatever's most comfortable for you here. Keep your hips squared with the front of your mat and begin on an inhale to rise your body slowly up, arms high overhead for warrior one position. Throat completely open and activated. And here we are going to tap into the level of sound, the element of sound. So I encourage you here on your inhale, breathe in the oxygen, breathe in the vital energy, and on your exhale, let go of anything that needs to be released. You can yell, you can grunt, you can heavily sigh, get it out. No judgment here whatsoever. Get out what needs to be ridden of your body. So inhale, arms high, chest open, throat activated. Exhale, let it out. A few more just like that, tapping in to this element of expression. Stay strong in your legs. Root down through your feet. Inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time because it feels so good. Beautiful. Release the palms down to frame the foot. Bring the right toes to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale in. Press your heels down into the earth. Exhale out. Bring your left foot forward. Frame the foot. Turn out on the outer edge of the right foot. And inhale. Rise your arms high into that warrior one position. Engage through the core. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Open up through the heart. Inhale in. Exhale. Let it out. Inhale in. Root down. Let it go. Inhale in. Release, let it go. One more, just like that. Rooted down through your feet, activated. Beautiful. Lower your hands down. Come back into that downward facing dog. Press down firmly in through your feet, through your hands. Roll forward into a plank position. Drop down onto your knees if you need to, or come through a full chaturanga onto your mat. Lowering the body down, feeling the earth beneath you. Inhale, raise your throat and your chest and your heart high for a high cobra. Keeping the arms activated. So you're taking your hands and you're pushing them into the ground so that the upper part of your body is lifted and activated and receiving prana, life force energy with each breath. Inhale in. Exhale out through the throat. Feel it vibrate. Feel yourself expressing yourself confidently, with love, with light. You are heard. Exhale out. One more just like that. Inhale in. Engage through the core. Exhale out. Lower your body down to the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Allow your cheek to fall down onto your mat. Extend through both your arms and send them back down by your sides. Palms face towards the sky. Begin to point through your toes. Engage through your legs. Inhale. Come up onto your chin. Send your gaze forward. Exhale. Lift your legs and your arms high for a locust pose. So everything is turned on, activated. Your pelvis is pressing against the earth. Your throat and your heart is open. Your arms are activated. Your legs are activated. Your toes are pointing. Inhale in. Exhale out. Drop down deeper into the mat, staying in your locust for 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale in. Feel your belly press into your mat. Exhale out. Inhale, one more breath here. Exhale out. Lower your body down to the mat. Relax here. Reneutralize your spine. Continue with your breath. Continue letting go of whatever is no longer serving you. Whatever is holding you back from fully expressing yourself. Beautiful. When you feel ready, when you feel called, begin to press into your hands, come up onto your knees, and transition yourself onto your sit bones. You can come to about the center of your mat and begin to bend in your left knee. So that this left knee here, I will transition so you can see me better towards the front, but you can keep your body pointed towards the top of your mat. But bend in your left knee, bring that left heel to your sit bone, to your glute, and then bend your right knee over top of your left. We're coming into what is known as a cow face position. And instead of just doing it with the legs today, we are also going to bring in the arms. So we are fully aligning our entire body and really allowing this beautiful streamline of energy to come through the throat and the center of our bodies. So inhale in, bring the arms high. Transition and bring this left arm down below. Walk it up your back. Maybe you might want to get your hair out of the way. Walk it up your back to then clasp your right fingers. If they don't quite make it there, just visualize your fingers touching each other and just stop where you are feeling a good stretch. But the goal is to connect the hands right behind the back. Inhale in here. Through the throat, feel the stretch through the quads and the glutes and the shoulders. Exhale out. A few more breaths at your pace, at your speed. One more breath here. Beautiful. Release the hands if they were clasped down by the sides. Unwrap your legs and transition over to your left side now. So bending in the right knee, bringing the right heel to the glute, and then bending over top of the right knee, the left. And now we are going to transition the way of our arms. So instead of doing the right over top, we're now going to do the left over top. So bring those arms to clasp behind your back if it is within your practice. Readjust yourself. Find comfort, but also make sure that you are really keeping everything activated so you're feeling that stretch all the way down your thigh. Inhale in, close down the eyes. Exhale, feel it, the breath vibrate through the throat. Inhale in. Exhale out. Few more just like that. Beautiful. On your last round of breath, release your hands by your sides, unwrap your body, and if you aren't turned towards the front of your mat, readjust yourself now. Extend out through both of your legs. Find stillness here. Re-neutralize yourself. And tap into the affirmation, I express myself courageously. Lean back, press into your palms, point through your toes, press down through your toes now as they begin to meet your mat. Lift your hips and your high, open through the heart, through the throat. Inhale in, reverse plank. Exhale, lower. Two more just like that, staying turned on and activated. Inhale in, rise, reverse plank, engage through the core. Breathe through the throat. Exhale, lower. Arms are working here as well. Inhale in, point the toes, lift the hips high. Exhale out, lower your body down. Begin to shift your body down now onto your back, slowly, until every inch of your body is rested firmly down, grounded into the mat. And on an inhale, begin to lift your legs high now, right above you, toes pointing. Inhale now, begin to lift up onto your shoulder blades into a shoulder stand. You can bring your hands right on the bottom of your back to support yourself, bringing your legs high, straight, creating this straight-like position with your spine. And think chin to chest, chin to sky. So really staying long and keeping that constant flow of energy flowing through your throat as you breathe here. If you sway a little, that is okay. Just play around here. Couple more breaths now. It is so beautiful today. Beautiful. On an exhale, begin to lower your toes down behind you for a plow position. If your feet don't reach the ground, that is okay. We aren't making it there today. Some days we are open more than others. Just allow them to hover over the ground, or you can drop them by the sides and kind of shift your way back. But whatever you do, make sure you're still able to fully breathe through your throat. So we want to keep that space open, keep the chin lifted so that we can keep that streamline of energy and oxygen in through the throat. Maybe pressing down through the palms or keeping them on the back for support. Just a few breaths here. One more breath here. Can you bring your toes to touch the ground? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Don't do it if it's painful. Just play around. Observe where you are. And on your exhale, begin to lower vertebrae by vertebrae as softly as you can back onto your mat. Lower down the legs, extend through both of the legs. Allow the feet to fall off by the sides. And actually, just kidding, we're not ready for Shavasana yet. We're going to go into one last pose, and this is where you can incorporate the block. Now, I don't have a block today to show you, but what you would do with the block is you would place it right underneath your shoulder blades to allow your body to be lifted like so. So we're working on elevating the upper half of our body, the chest, the heart, the throat, and allowing the neck to dip back over the block. So if you don't have a block here, that is okay as well. I will show you how to get into this fish pose. So extend through both of the legs. You can point through the feet, keep them relatively relaxed. And on an inhale, begin to send your head back and come up onto the crown of the head. And you can bring the hands underneath the glutes and keep the throat completely open, like so. And if you had a block, it would be right underneath your shoulder blades, so you wouldn't have to prop your body up. It would be resting on the block. Once you have found a comfortable position here, begin to relax down here, ground down. Staying with that Ujjayi breath through the throat, feeling it vibrate. Observing your surroundings. Making a promise to yourself that you will express yourself courageously moving forward, no matter what situations arise. Few more breaths here. One more inhale in. And on your exhale, release your head from the mat, uncurl the neck, and bring your body down into Shavasana. You can release the hands from underneath the sit bones. Open out through your legs. Allow the feet to splay off the sides of your mat. And you can open your palms up to the sky to receive energy, or you can keep them face down towards the earth for a more grounding sense of energy. Whatever you feel called to do most. Allow yourself to melt into the mat. Find stillness, find peace. Let everything you just did fully marinate into your body now. Observing the natural rise and fall of your belly and your chest. Feeling the vibrations through your throat. And today I will leave you with 3 more hums, welcoming back in that mantra for the throat chakra, to just seal this practice with the beautiful intention moving forward that you will express yourself courageously and that you already are. So inhale in with me. Inhale in. Seal this practice. Bring your hands to namaste. Thumbs right over the throat. Maybe pressing down just ever so slightly, connecting with the space. Thank you so much, Divine Soul, for joining me today for your Vishudda throat chakra practice. A friendly reminder to dive in to those free resources I've attached in the link below this video to allow yourself to immerse deeper into this energy center. Sending so much love and light to you in your journey of expressing yourself more courageously moving forward. Love and light to you. Namaste.